One day, in September 1994, Disney decided to just fire this guy called Jeffrey Katzenberg. And this guy went on to make basically the best movie that ever existed or will ever exist. Yep, he made Shrek. It's speculated that Lord Farquaad's character is inspired by the former CEO of Disney, Michael Eisner. I mean, the lore behind the making of Shrek is even more intense than the lore behind the story of Shrek itself. The cast is absolutely brilliant. I mean, initially, Mike Myers actually recorded the movie in his natural Canadian accent. He then pleaded with the studio to record it again in the Scottish accent and sent them a sample with him doing it until they were finally convinced to re-record the movie in it. And he actually recorded the entire movie again, free of charge. One thing I can't get over is how the iconic opening with the All-Star song was a total accident. It was just a placeholder song they used for test screenings. They were going to replace it, but the test audience were so in love with it that the studio realized they couldn't take it out. Now it's literally the anthem of the franchise. A lot of Donkey's best lines were just Eddie Murphy improvising. He was so high energy in the booth that the animators actually had to rebuild Donkey's mouth and teeth just to keep up with how fast he was talking. Murphy was the first actor to ever get a BAFTA nomination for a voice-over role. Awards shows didn't really take voice acting seriously before that, but Donkey was so funny they literally couldn't ignore him. Cameron Diaz's most relatable moment was actually a mistake. That huge burp she does, that was 100% Cameron Diaz. She accidentally let one rip after drinking a Coke in the booth, and the directors liked it so much they just built it into the movie. The funniest thing is that Diaz didn't know who was playing her parents yet. Once they cast Julie Andrews and John Cleese, she actually felt bad that she didn't do a British accent to match. Now she's just that one American in the royal family and we just roll with it. The highest rated Shrek movies are Shrek 1 and 2. The third and fourth, well, they didn't really do so well. I mean, for many obvious reasons. While I completely love the first movie, and I don't necessarily hate the third or fourth, the second one has a special place in my heart. Not only because the movie was amazing, but the Shrek 2 video game was just so epic. Other than the fact that it's co-op, you can choose to play Shrek, Fiona, Donkey, or even Gingerbread Man. You could almost never get bored playing it. And out of all the Shrek games, Shrek 2 is the most popular and best-selling one. After waiting 17 years for another Shrek movie, we're finally getting one. It was initially scheduled to be released in 2026, but the date was changed to 2027, and I believe it might be because of how fans reacted to the animation style. But DreamWorks Animation has not officially confirmed any changes to the animation yet. I completely agree that some details about the animation style are weird, but I understand why DreamWorks would change the original style, especially that they're targeting kids of today's generation. I mean, my niece has watched the Puss in Boots movies, which of course are amazing, but she refuses to watch the old Shrek movies because she thinks the graphics are not that good. I mean, I completely disagree with that, but I get why she and the other kids of this generation would think this way. So it only makes sense that Shrek 5 won't exactly be the same as the others, but let's just hope they keep the same vibe at least. Maybe make Shrek's eyes further apart? Why are they so close? There are certain quotes from the movies that just stick, like I always find myself referencing them in my daily life. It's a casual thing. It's a Shrek thing. There are just so many reasons Shrek is forever saved in my memory, so many to be able to fit into one video, but these are the main things that always come to my mind when I think about Shrek. Thank you for watching. See you in the next slot.